Social Media Rate Card. The 9th chapter of Bookworm 101 is written by the publisher. Narrated by Rihanna Powell. The copyright of the book is owned by Compendia Publishing, all rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without the prior written permission of the copyright owner. No part of this publication may be used to develop and/or train artificial intelligence models, systems, or technology, with no exception for any AI-related uses that fall under the category of fair use or general purpose AI. No part of this publication that has been made publicly available online may be used in general web scraping, text or data mining practices, and/or any AI-related transformative uses. First published in the digital version on January 1st, 2025 with ISBN 978-196-3038-378. The audio version is published with ISBN 978-196-3038-408. Some content has educational elements. Others have promotional elements. This very user guide or guided journal is a merge between the two. The digital version gets published first because the manuscript is filled with SEO, search engine optimization. It feels unnatural to spell the last word of the previous sentence with the letter Z. For the sake of the metadata, we spelt it optimization with a Z instead of optimization with an S. Can you see that the past tense form of the word spell in the previous sentence was spelt, not spelled? Why does it matter? We've also seen user reviews mentioning typos or misspellings. We are aware that not everyone is aware that not every author writes with US spelling. We are sometimes unaware of our device settings changing from English UK to English US or vice versa. Our team too often forgets to change it back. How does this matter again? We've learnt it from making paid content in the past. The video description is where we fill in the metadata. The misspellings are regarding the written words. There's something that's worse than misspellings for content that has audio in it. Vocal fry at the end of the sentence is potentially being read as inaudible. The social media platform might transcribe them as unreadable in automatic CC. That way, it may impact how the algorithm pushes the content you post. If anyone asks about pieces of equipment to invest in, we spontaneously answer sound equipment, but those will not matter if the creator speaks unclearly. No equipment may be able to help fix it. Not until Q4 of 2016 did we upload our first video. At the beginning of that year, we enrolled in voice trainings with radio announcers. We practiced it almost every day before making any content. It's not about the accent or dialect of the content creator. It's about the clarity of spoken words, especially when shouting out book titles and the author's name. Since we are discussing clear communication, we might as well add this info. Presumably, RL Zareva is easy enough for readers to pronounce. It is not wrong if creators address the author with the pen name. Choose whichever is practical to build your audience. For the books written by her, we transliterate the name as Rada Lubomirova. You can choose either one, she said. It's just a name, she said. Here you have the author's permission being relayed. We've only mentioned shout-outs so far. Shall we continue to build a rate card, or quotation, for when you offer services? No, not so fast. It would be helpful to set up the boundaries first. We start with the least amount of fee to the potential highest. Creator A can be featured on Creator B's page in exchange for Creator B being featured on Creator A's page. The topic can be the same or different. Content-content collaboration might be the easiest form of all. What we refer to as a mention or shout-out is actually putting the brand's social media handle in the description or caption, or tagging the brand in our post. In some deals, it can also include pronouncing the brand in a post, but the video itself is actually about some other topic. The lengthened version of the shoutout is sponsored post. The ad lib is commonly inserted in the middle of a video that has a longer duration. Some contracts even state the exact minute and duration to place it. Dedicated posts are usually the longest to produce. An unboxing video can be considered the shorter version of it. Most times, dedicated posts involve an A-roll explainer, B-roll footage, and a thorough look at the product being highlighted. Creators in some regions, or countries, are required to add disclosure for the paid collaboration or sponsorship. If we're to give an unbiased review of the product or service, we usually wait for a duration of time, and then we make another review video. The follow-up video is usually excluded from the paid contract, but each contract is different. It can be a user review of a book that is converted into a UGC video. One thing can lead to another and lead further in the future. We commonly call it Creator-Generated Content, CGC. The gifted partnership is what commonly builds CGC. Gift content collaboration has many names that are sometimes confusing for new content creators. There is no money involved in this type. The bookish creator will receive a book in exchange for content to feature it on the creator's page. This type of collaboration relies heavily on which region you're in. Each region has different views when discerning whether the gifted product or service itself is non-monetary compensation. The value of the book is to be reported in the creator's tax reports if you are in the region that considers it a non-monetary compensation. As mentioned in the previous chapter, it is important to ask about the requirements prior to signing a deal. These are some of the terms for the same type of collaboration: gifted collaboration, influencer gifting collaboration, in-kind partnership, etc. The next one is paid collaboration, which is when a bookish creator receives a book from an author or publisher and gets paid for making content featuring the book. In one region, the book is considered a non-monetary compensation on top of the amount of money being paid. In other regions, the book is excluded from the tax report. Once again, it's important to be well informed before agreeing to any collaboration. If the author or publisher does business in a different country than the creator, everything needs to be cleared prior to the shipment. Not only for tax reporting purposes, but also for customs clearance if the governing body where the receiver resides enforces tariffs. The PR box, or package, is commonly a risk of doing business as an author or a publisher. In some regions, it's a tax-deductible item. The downside of it is that there is no agreement or guarantee that the content creator will ever make any content featuring the book or the author. Spokesperson or brand ambassador deals involve more detail to pay attention to. Content that the creator made is to be posted on the brand's page. The typical paperwork is release consent, commercial use license, and broadcast license. For administrative purposes, the creator's agency or talent management could be helpful. Not every creator needs to sign up with an agency. It depends on your needs at the stage of your content creation. Finally, we come to the part of building a rate card or quotation for the content creator services. In order to make one, each creator needs to have the valuations of all platforms that the creator utilizes, from short to long duration, content with ratios from horizontal to square and to vertical. The question below comes from a team that has been producing and managing content for almost a decade on multiple platforms. With humility, we humbly ask this question of the bookish content creators who read this book. After receiving your social media valuations, are you certain to charge any fee to self-published authors who've invested their time and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars out of their pocket when publishing their books, especially debut authors? Since the first day of planning this project, we've been aware of the possibility of the readers being aspiring authors. Please be considerate when planning the way to monetize your content. One day, one of you might be walking in our shoes. We've heard many bookish content creators say, supporting indie authors. Once someone offers any service to publishers or authors, the content creator may or may not become an open-for-hire contractor. The publisher or author is the one who hires. It depends on what is considered a handshake or agreement in which region, either being an ARE reviewer or a street team member. The content creator might be considered to be receiving non-monetary compensation. This part is not about our team trying to humble brag about our experience. Over the years, we've learned how to calculate social media accounts either automatically or manually. From the 24-hour temporary post to the permanent one, all have different valuations. Even the permanent posts have a shelf life of performance in the algorithm. Our platform's valuations vary from a couple to hundreds of US$ per post. Please consider other ways to monetize your social media content rather than charging authors or self-publishers. For digital version readers, we add the list of providers for social media valuation that you can look up. If anyone is certain of offering services to publishers or authors, make the quotation as clear as possible before ever signing anything. Below are items commonly included in quotation for one type of service. If one offers more than one service, then each service needs to be broken down. 1. Content format, text, photo, or video. 2. Ratio for non-text content, 16:9, 1:1, or 9:16. 3. Copywriting for non-text content, included or excluded. 4. Script for video content, included or excluded. 5. Social media platform, specify. 6. Shelf life, temporary, 24-hour, 1 week, or permanent. 7. The type of influencer marketing, shout out, sponsored post, dedicated post, or spokesperson. 8. The type of collaboration, content, gift content, or such and such. 9. Fee for the service,